Hounds of the Morrigan, written by Pat O'Shea. Prologue. Rising up into the air, they took to the sky and flew. From west and beyond west, into the wind and through it, they came past countless moons and suns. One laughed and briefly wore a scarf of raindrops in her hair, and then with wicked feet she kicked a cloud and caused rain to swamp a boat. At times they dived into the track of the moon in the dark sea water and opened their mouths to swallow the silver. At times they plunged into the path of the sun in the green-blue ocean and opened their mouths and drank the gold. All the time invisible, except once, when they swooped down on a basking shark and frightened it silly by making faces at it. Then they showed it their real faces, and it dived down to the bottom of its world, stayed quivering for hours, all the time silent, except when they tapped their teeth with their fingernails and sent lightning, or when they laughed with elation and caused thunder. They had been silent for so long, silent while man followed man as tiny blushes of life. They laughed when they flew in over Connemara, where the wild, greedy Atlantic takes long blue bites out of the green land, and that laugh alone destroyed a field of yellowing oats, turning it ash-gray. They reached Galway City, and for fun sculpted 3 supersonic bangs out of thin air, so that all the people ran to the streets and looked up to see a plane that wasn't there. Then they turned left, spinning and rolling up the east side of Loch Corrib, until they reached a certain signpost, ordinary and artless, which they blew on and set spinning like themselves, before a final dive to earth behind a small hill. There they paused and took form and rapidly emerged into view, 2 strange women riding a powerful motorbike. All the time their hounds followed them. When they conversed, they called each other Maka and Bauv, and they were in advance of and watched for the coming of the third one, the Morrigan, who was the great queen. They made for a place called Kyledove, changing their names and their characters as they went. All this because a boy was about to try to buy a book in the second-hand bookshop in the small gray city of Galway.